Hello, land of Bitcoin. What I have here in front of you is the 2017 cycle of Bitcoin, 2017, 2018. What I have in front of you now is the 2021 cycle of Bitcoin to this point in time. Keep your eyes on the all-time high, the wick. I have the wicks, the all-time high from each cycle matched up perfectly. This isn't exactly to scale. I mean, time-wise, left to right, 65, about 20,000 here and about 65,000 there is the all-time high. This is the weekly chart. I tried to get it matched up. It's matched up pretty good. I'm going to overlay them here in a second and talk about how similar some of this is. In 2017, it was about a 2-week top. And of course, here in 2021, it was about a 3-month top. 2017, take a look at that. Here comes 2021. 2017, one more look, and then after this, I'm going to lay them over the top and talk about some of the similarities. Okay, I have the wicks, the all-time high from each cycle, matched up on the dot. Left to right, time-wise, it's the weekly chart. Each bar is a week, and it's pretty close to accurate to scale, left to right, time-wise. So coming down, going up, you can see similarities. Of course, the 2017 was much quicker time-wise, but you can see the first little correction there matches up similar. On the left, on the bull side coming up, I just moved it to the right a week there. I moved the 2021, the neon colored one. I moved it to the right a week. See the needles on top, the wicks on top are different now. And look how similar it is from the all-time highs going right. On the bull side, it's similar, but once it hits the all-time high, look at it coming down, how similar it is until you get to the Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, Kathy Wood B-word conference. And that's kind of what I was saying in my videos before that. And while it was happening is I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's normally what this market would have done. I'm going to move it to the right another week here. See that? And look at everything from the all-time highs. I don't like this one that much. I like the one that's a week, moved a week to the right. I'll move it back here in a minute. But you can see the I'll put some numbers on the top so I can talk about this. So like the right below the number 3, the zone 3, you can see those weekly bars matching up really nice. Okay, I'm going to move it back a week to the left right about now. Or no, I moved it all the way back. I'm sorry. I'll move it to a week to the right here in a second. But you can see this recent pump we're on now. It does match up with 2017. I'll move it to the right. Yeah, I just moved it to the right a week. See how these pumps coming down from the all-time high? They're almost like clockwork. They're just a little bit off time-wise. So on the bull side coming up, it took a lot longer this year. And but see how it's more rapid now coming down the bear side. And I think this pump is way too fast, way too steep. I think it's going to end badly for a lot of people. You can just see what this cycle wanted to do. I was saying in my videos what it wanted to do, right? So I don't think this pump was going to happen. I think it's fake. I think it's fabricated. The difference is coming down from 2017 to 21. The difference is in 2017, actually this would have been 2018, but let's not confuse it. This bull run has happened faster. This cycle's happened faster this year. This was technically in 2018 here. The pumps match up, right? See here it is. And the pumps match up almost perfectly time-wise. But in 2017, there wasn't a group of billionaires that got together and had a fake little conference, right? Because their investments were about to go underwater. And I just this market was clearly playing out a cycle and it wanted to come down. It was coming down. I think this is going to be really, really bad when this pump that we're on right now, wherever it, however high it goes, when it corrects, when it dumps, I think it's going to be horrific. I think it's going to be awful for the retail. I just want to warn people. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe Bitcoin does go to 100,000. This is not investment advice, but you can clearly see that the calls I was making coming down, starting after we were at like 42,000 and coming down. I was saying it was a redistribution, and you can see how a Bitcoin cycle wanted to play out, and that was playing out. You can see from all-time highs, it's almost the spitting image of 2017 coming down until, what was it, July 21st, the B Word conference. I didn't know that was going to happen. It just kind of came out of the blue, and I didn't know that. So I just don't think this should have happened. I think Bitcoin was coming down. I think there was going to be a nice accumulation coming up in the, after we got into the bear market. You can see 2017, it'd be 2018 now. You can see in December 2018, there was a trade war and high interest rates. You can see that steep fall off. That was December 2018. And then that was like the accumulation there. And then that rise on the 2018 chart, it's in 2019. There's a mini bull run in 2019. I think if Bitcoin would have been allowed to do that, we might have had another parabolic push, maybe a little sooner, sometime in 2022, and we still might. But I just think this is really bad for Bitcoin to be pumping up like this. It's just abnormal. If you've been watching my videos, I was talking about when it first started happening, I was talking about how it looked like a football player or a basketball player, an athlete coming off the field with a dislocated finger, right? And it's like sticking to the side and backwards out of joint, right? I was talking about how weird this pump looked, and putting these over top each other, you can see what I'm talking about now. That just doesn't look normal to me at all, and I think it's going to end badly. And I see comments talking about how I missed this pump, right? Because I was saying I was going to go down, and well, I mean, I missed it, but that's not really my game, right? I'm not really into that. I'm more into these momentum plays, right? And I'm really not into taking money from people. I'm more into making money than taking money, right? And a lot of people are going to get their money taken here, in my opinion. And hopefully it doesn't go up too much higher before it finally corrects. It could be massive. It could be a massive correction. If it went up to like 60,000 and there was a 60% correction, I mean, it could go down like $25,000. It would just be terrible. That's just speculation. Who knows if 50 or 51,000 was the top and it came down, and there's a 50% correction. You're looking at 25,000 or, a 40 or 30% correction. We're back down there at 30,000 or so, what have you. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I just think this. I was saying this is the worst thing that could happen if this happened. The reason that is because it's just delaying the natural process, right? This is totally unhealthy. It's going to end. It's going to end badly for the people that don't understand that they need to get out at the right time, or they're going to lose basically everything they've invested, or half of what they invested, right? I could be wrong. Maybe we go to 100,000 and then we go to 1 million, but to go to 100,000 from here, it needs to take $1 trillion, 1 trillion with a capital T, from where we're at now to go to 100,000. That would take $1 trillion. That's a lot of money. I don't think that's going to even come close to happening. Not right now. If it does, it's just going to be awful. You're looking at like an 80% correction, 90% correction. So I just want to show this to you. The reason why I think it's so bad, and this is the worst thing that could happen, because it's delaying the cycle, right? This is going to come down, and I was really hoping for it to get into the bear market, because that's where you start accumulating. And then we have this next little the next little mini bull run that happened in 2019 could happen in 2022. It might happen a little sooner this year, 2022. And it might be more in a mini bull run. It might be another parabolic push. That's what I was wanting to get to. That's my plan right now. I'm getting my money together. Oh, I was saying, people saying I missed this pump in the comments. I did, but I didn't, because I have my money over on BlockFi, in Dai Coin and Gemini Coin, stable coins, gaining 7.5% interest. So I'm making money every day at this point over there, right? It's not very much money, but every day I wake up, I've made money. So I didn't really miss. I mean, I missed this, but I mean, I just don't think this should have happened, right? And I was reluctant to get in at 40,000. At 50,000, I wouldn't touch it with a 50-foot pole. It's just my opinion. This, I could be totally wrong, but look at these charts, right? My last video, I'll link in the description, is about asset cycle charts, stock chart cycle charts, and you can see how this is very similar. Of course, I mean, I have it to scale, right? 65,000 and 20,000, but I have it scaled down vertically, but horizontally, the time frame is about correct. And you can see in 2017, right now, basically right now is where it corrects, and that looks like about a 30% correction, 40% correction. We're coming in this Friday, August 27th, is the futures monthly closure. Bitcoin has a tendency to pump down to that and then pump away from it. The last Friday of the month, it'd be August 27th. If Bitcoin were to pump into that Friday, then there's probably going to be a drop shortly after that. If Bitcoin dumps down this week to the Friday, it might dump hard. If that happens after Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday following, it might start to pump back up. I'll put my CME closure video down there too for you to look at that. So anyways, I was really, really wanting this to come down so I could start accumulating again and waiting for the next push so I can get my gains back that Elon Musk took from me here. No offense, but it's kind of embarrassing, really. It's one of the richest people in the world, and he's just kind of like a big elephant, right? He's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his peak, if he would have went to like a grade school playground, right? And he just started monster dunking on them, right? Just sky hooks and just slamming it in their face, right? Bouncing it off their head, just doesn't even belong there, right? That's kind of like Elon Musk has done this year to Bitcoin. I think it's embarrassing. This pump's embarrassing. This might be a nightmare for the retail market. I don't know. I hate even going on into that, but it's just stupid, because it's just not right. I almost think it's a crime. I'm kind of surprised that the financial enforcement agencies aren't taking a look at what he's doing, but I guess there's no specific law against complete and total manipulation. But anyways, I'm out of it right now. I'm not sticking a penny in this until there's some sort of fall down, drop, crash, dip, correction. Anyways, that's my strategy for now, is to just wait for this to come down, and I'll start accumulating and waiting for it to build momentum so we can have a natural, healthy next cycle, which is probably going to be in 2022. You might hear that first on my channel. I'm talking long enough. I hope you enjoyed this. As always, thanks for watching.